What is up, guys? My name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video, I just wanted to go over how much my M2 Pro miner has mined in terms of MXC. Now, if you guys have followed my channel, you guys know that I post updates on how much my M2 Pro miner has mined. And about 3 weeks ago, I posted a video on how much it has mined ever since I had the miner, and it's pretty much mined about 58,000 MXC tokens. Now, this video is going to be everything after that point, so you guys can use this video as research, or if you guys are planning on purchasing one of these M2 Pro miners, use this to figure out whether or not it's worth buying one. In my opinion, I still think it's worth purchasing one of these miners because you are still creating passive income. Now, everything that I go over in this video is not financial advice, it's my own opinion. I'm going to go over a screen recording of my phone for the M2 Pro miner on the Data Dash app to show you guys how much earnings it's made since I've had the miner. So before I jump into this video, if you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure you smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And without any further ado, let's just jump straight into my Data Dash app to show you guys all those numbers. So first things first, let's go over the price of MXC. You guys can see that on the top right, it tells you the price for one token of MXC is going to be 8.7 cents. And this has come down from about 10 to 11 cents about a week ago. You guys can see from the graph here, it did hover around 10 to 11 cents. And then just recently with everything crashing, it has come down a little bit. It went all the way down to about 7, a little bit under 7, 6.7 cents here. And then now it's coming back up just a little bit to 8.7 cents. So I'm going to use that number to run my calculations because today is the day that I'm recording this video. So 8.7 is the number that I'll be using. So let's go ahead and jump into the Data Dash app and show you guys those numbers. So here's the Data Dash app. You guys can see at the top, it's asking me to update my security settings, which I'll actually do that after this video. But you guys can see that the MXC, it's saying that I have 6,000 in my wallet. Now, don't think that that's how much MXC I have. That's just how much MXC that I put into my wallet because I was using that MXC in order to stake for Bitcoin. And they're actually not doing any more Bitcoin mining because that is actually over. So if you click on the Bitcoin, it does state right here, once you click into it on the mined token. So DKP3, which is Das Kaiser project, the testnet is actually over, so it's not currently mining any Bitcoin. So they're analyzing all the data, the results, and then they will eventually announce the Bitcoin mining 2.0, and hopefully they'll make it so people don't need to stake in order to mine Bitcoin. But for me, when I was testing it with the Das Kaiser Project 3, I was needing to put in at least 6,000 of MXC in order to join the program. So that's why it's showing that I have 6,000 MXC in my account. So going back to the home page here, so you guys can see that both the health score as well as the fuel tank are both at 100%. So this essentially means that I haven't taken any of the MXC that I've mined out of my miner, and also I haven't been turning off my miner itself. It's been connected to the internet at all times. It has also been plugged into power at all times. So that health score is at 100%, so nothing has been changed in terms of the downtime for the miner. So that is really good on my part. Now, if you guys don't know this, if you end up pulling out any of the MXC, it will affect your fuel tank. Your MXC that you mined is considered fuel, so if you pull anything out, it will reduce the percentage, and then that percentage of the fuel tank is how much you'd be potentially earning on your M2 Pro miner. So the amount that was quoted was going to be about $10 to $14 every single day worth of MXC. So the price of MXC goes up, then you'll be essentially earning less MXC. If the price goes down, you'll be mining more MXC. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you end up pulling out, let's say you pull out 50% of the MXC that you've mined. So in my case, if I pulled out 30,500 MXC because I have mined 61,000, so 30,500 is about half of that. So let's say 30,500 for easy math would bring me down to 50% of the fuel tank. Then I would essentially be earning 50% of the $10 to $14. So now the earnings per day will be about $5 to $7 versus $10 to $14. Hopefully that isn't too much math for you guys. If you have any questions about that, feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section down below and I'll answer that question for you, or even reach out to me on Instagram. So let's go ahead and look at the total fuel amount as well as the MXC. So you guys can see right there, like I stated, I have 61,105.70 MXC that I've mined ever since having this M2 Pro miner. So let's go ahead and jump into that. And you guys can see that it does say offline. I always say this in every single video, but my miner is not offline. If you just refresh it, it'll update to be online. I don't know why it's like that. They really need to update that in the app, because it is a little annoying that it does say offline, because then you think that you're having issues with your miner, but I haven't had any issues with my M2 Pro miner ever since having it. So let's go ahead and jump into the list of miners, and let's jump into the participation results right there. This will essentially break down the amount of MXC that it's mined, and in the last week from May 4th to May 10th, it's going to be showing the amount of MXC mined, and the amount mined is 728.51 MXC. So if you pull that number and you put it into the calculator, so 728, multiply that by 0.87, which is the price of MXC at the moment, it's mined about $63 worth of MXC in the last week. So that's passive income. I haven't done anything. It uses really low power, so it's not consuming a ton of power or anything like that, and it just needs to be connected to your internet. So $63 in the last week is pretty good for passive income, in my opinion, for doing nothing. Obviously, I haven't sold yet, and obviously the price can change, but I'm holding all this long term. Let's just break this down for the last month and then the last year. So the last month, 3,065. So 3,065, multiply that by the 8.7 cents. In the last month, it's made about $266 worth of MXC. And then let's go to the last year. So it hasn't been a full year yet, but you guys can see right there that it's mined about 61,105 MXC, which is the total amount of MXC that it's mined ever since having this miner. So as of today, it hasn't been a full year yet. I'll make another video showing you guys the full update for the full year, but let's just take that number as of right now and show you guys how much it's mined since having this miner. So 6,105, multiply that by the 0.87 or the 0.087. It's going to be $5,316 worth of MXC. So if I sold everything right now, I would have about $5,316 worth of MXC. I paid about $3,000, a little bit over $3,000 for this miner, and it's, you know, obviously made back its money and more some. If the price goes up for MXC, then I would be obviously profiting more, but that is the total amount of MXC mined in terms of dollar value. And I still think that mining with the M2 Pro miner is still worth it. It's passive income. You plug it in, you kind of forget about it, and then you start earning money. So that's pretty much it for the Data Dash app and all of its earnings. That is pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. If you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure you smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And if you guys have any questions at all regarding this or anything I mentioned in the video, drop it down in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.